the mail, Joelle.
Always exciting.
It is exciting.
Let's see.
All right. Hi, guys.
Hello.
It's Muffs on the road with a stowaway.
And a puppy.
And a puppy. And a puppy. This is Roscoe. He's the cutest. He is Qua's little rag doll. We have just checked our mail. What do we get in the mail, Joelle?
Nothing.
It's okay. I'm sure stuff's coming. You guys probably just forgot.
Our self-esteem isn't tied to our mailbox.
No.
Today.
Hi.
So,
That was just a really weird. Okay.
hi everyone.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Carrie.
I'm Joelle.
And today we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
We do. Oh my gosh, so much. So much.
Yeah, but real quick, how you doing, girl?
Okay, I'm good. I'm doing well. I forgot my glasses today, so
You don't have
I
your
look
glasses.
weird. I look a little bit weird today.
Yeah,
But,
you are so weird.
I am a little bit, but that's cool. We like that, right?
Definitely.
No, so my dogs cannot even go out to the backyard right now. Have you guys ever heard of goat heads? I think they're called puncture vines is actually the plant, but the seeds are awful. They're like Satan created them. They have thorns all over them and they
He's
stick
a busy
into
guy.
everything.
He
No,
might have.
He created them.
Is
They're-
it the thing that it's like round? It looks like a pom-pom, but it's got pointy bits everywhere?
It's sort of, it's kind of shaped like a goat's head. It's not super round. It's a little bit angular.
Oh, I know the things.
And then they have these horrible thorns. So my dogs wanted out at 4 o'clock this morning.
Dogs are great.
Yeah. And I was out in my backyard in my nightgown. I have an acre lot, guys. So I was on the other side of the acre pulling out goat heads so my dogs could walk back in the house. Those and piss elms. Have you ever heard of piss elm trees?
It's a technical term in landscaping, I think.
It is.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was like, let's see what Joelle.
Ooh. They create, I guess, like an underground network of their root structure, and they pop up everywhere, and you cannot kill them. And everything for both types of plants, every resource you can look at says burn them down. We can't burn them down. We live in Reno, Nevada. We'd cause a wildfire. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but that's been my life. Like I've been struggling with goat heads and elm trees for weeks. What about you?
The best thing you should do is just not have any land.
Oh my gosh, I told my husband that I would be happy in a condo with a pool and no yard. My dogs would not like that.
Not
but-
long term. It's funny that you say that because I have a small yard and you have your big.
I love your yard.
Yeah, well, and I like to garden, so I filled every possible square inch.
Every square inch has gardening.
So many garden boxes and planters and things. And actually, I was at Save Mart yesterday, and their whiskey barrel planters
Are they on sale?
They're on sale for $25. So I want to get a couple of those because that is a fantastic deal.
I need those for my walks.
Smoking hot deal. So
Okay.
we can go get some.
We'll go get some today or tomorrow.
Because I need to plant more things. So anyway, I have a lot of things planted, a lot of things. And I actually, Joelle, whenever she comes over, she always finds me in the garden. It's like my zen, it's where I go to.
I know to go outside to the garden. Just go out there straight to it.
When I was at Megaplex, I'm all over the place. When I was at Megaplex, I was like, dear son, how's my garden? Also, I love you. Dear son, is the garden alive? Can you send me a picture to prove it? So I love my garden. It's my place. So anyway, Joelle today was with me when I was taking care of the garden, and I finally had to admit, like, I've got too many tomatoes.
I was just gonna say, today was I have too many tomatoes.
I have too many. You have to
There are a
take some
lot of tomatoes
So
outside.
I have a
Oh,
lot
but they're
of
beautiful. And they're doing really well because you're
yeah.
like,
Oh, I wish I brought some in to show you. So I have these tiny little currant tomatoes that are like the size of a pea. That's not an exaggeration, and they're my favorite, but they're a pain to pick. And then I have these big heirloom tomatoes, and they're beautiful. And they are tasty, but they're not great for cutting. Because they're weirdly shaped. I'll have to show you.
Yeah, I would think if you were just slicing them for pretty plating maybe, but not
Maybe.
a lot of meat in there.
No, they'd be good for a photograph. So I've been making a lot of like homemade pasta sauce and whatever. So
That's
yeah,
good.
garden. That's what's up with me.
What else has been going on?
My son started school, so I mentioned on the Twitter that I have a son on the spectrum. I have at least one son on the spectrum. And he just recently learned that he was, so that's been an adjustment. But the reason we told him is because we are sending him to a special school that's going to give him, hopefully, some of those social tools so he'll feel better in the world.
So you guys, Carrie Googled and found this school, but now we're finding out, like today, I was with her, I know you're surprised, when she did drop off, there are parents that move here for this school.
Can you imagine moving to Reno just so your kid could go to school?
Maybe.
Whatever.
As you guys know, we did that.
We did
with
that.
our teens.
Yeah, for
So.
our I was going to say older kids, but
But you
that's
didn't
not
have
your
to do
older-
it for your younger. I mean, it was just so convenient.
Yeah, so that worked out really well.
Oh, that's cool. So anyway, so that's enough about us. What is happening in the fandom? What's been going on this week in the fandom?
So a lot has been going on in the fandom. I think we should start with something that is near and dear to our hearts, Kids at Cons.
So let's talk about the Camp Tiny Paws Con. First of all, it sounds like it was a blast. We really hope to get there sometime in the future. Next year would be fantastic, but we'd like to get to all of them.
Yeah.
So Boozy and quotation marks, really, they were very active in supporting and being part of this con. And there was a little bit of blowback about a panel that Boozy did, and we just think that is ridiculous.
So crazy, because that's a panel we would have loved to attend.
Oh, my kids would have loved to attend it, even the big ones all the way down to the little one.
I think it's funny, you know, whenever there's good going on, someone will always be able to find a dark side.
Right.
But we need to
Well,
forget
and
about
we
that.
talk about that in the fandom as a whole. I mean, that's why the
Yes.
sensationalism
Yes,
is what
yes.
people think, blah, blah, blah. I guess you're right with everything. But listen, guys, Camp Tiny Paws advertises as a con for kids. It's Camp Tiny Paws. That's what they do. So going there, you should already be very aware that there are going to be a lot of young furry and really young furry content and activities.
Yes.
I don't think it's sneaky in any way. Everything they do is very much like this is
Right.
all age event, an all age event.
Like AnthroNW is very much family friendly.
Right. All of their art.
They make no secret about it.
No, they're very clear that it has to be PG-13 or less risque.
I almost said or better.
But that's not, because there's some really good
There's-
X-rated stuff. So, but anyway, we really feel like that was a little bit too much. Now we do understand that there's adult fun and there's kid fun, like Motor City FurCon in Detroit. That's an 18 plus. And you know it
And
going
that's great.
in. And actually, we really would like to get to there sometime without the kids because it sounds like a good time. So we're not going out and advocating that the fandom should just be kid friendly, but there definitely should be parts of it that your kids can continue to go to safely and not get backlash. And Boozy, that sounds like the best. I mean, I really wish we could have
I think it would have been
that would have been
super
great.
duper fun. Yeah.
We hope you do that again at a con where we are.
Yeah,
or that we
and
attend.
people, come on. It's a fandom. The whole point about celebrating this fandom is that it is appropriate for anyone. It's a
Yes.
hobby.
It is.
So you're buying into the stereotype if you say kids should not be a part of the fandom.
That's right. And
Why
if
not?
you don't want to be in an activity that involves kids, go to the 18 plus stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy as that. Or have a panel of your own for 18 plus. Or an activity. Volunteer. I'm going to tell you, cons can never have too many volunteers. So there you
That's right. And we're going to be volunteering at a couple of them. AnthroNW, which we've mentioned.
and
We'll touch
further
back on that.
confusion.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Very exciting.
So, but
So-
we're not done with our soapbox because we
There has been a lot. There are a lot of things happening this week that are
we want to bitch about something else.
maybe just a little bit. What we want to talk about really just came to light for us yesterday, maybe,
We learned about it, yeah.
or to the extent of how the chargebacks on PayPal for YouTube donations.
That's not cool.
I mean, and these are not small amounts. They're substantial amounts. People, this is how some people make their
is
entire
their
income.
yeah,
It's
it's
their
their
livelihood.
livelihood.
if you cannot donate, do not donate. But this seems almost intentional with the amount.
It's unkind. And it seems to be a serial habit.
Right. It's not just a once. Because if this was just a one-time thing and somebody was grabbing all their money, I would assume there was an emergency, a financial emergency. And they, I mean, in that position, I would think they'd reach out to the creator and say, I'm so sorry, we've had this emergency, blah, blah, blah. But this has been, let's see, Sherbert talked about it, and I can't remember who brought it up, but they said that Majira and Beta Ada Delota, Kiro had said that he felt like that, happened. And Otter Booty, although they said they weren't hit as hard, but it's still the same thing.
It's unkind. And honestly, karma, it's not cool to do. So we really feel for these guys because, they're working hard to put out good content, and it's not so easy.
And so if you had a financial emergency, reach out and tell the creator, the artist, say this is what's, but I agree, Sherbert said it's theft. Because that is what you're paying. You're donating to a stream. The content is the work of art. So that is wrong.
It's crappy. It's a crappy thing to do.
It's just wrong. It is wrong. And this has happened so often with one particular account that Sherbert, I believe, was the one that was able to call out the account. So that this person allegedly did a lot of these or all of these. So go to Sherbert Shenanigans Twitter account if you want to read more about it. That's where we saw it. So don't do that.
It's not cool.
It's not.
So unkind.
Just if you cannot afford it, do not donate. Just go into the chat and say hi. If you want to be noticed, if you're doing it to get noticed, go in there and say hi. Eventually someone will notice you and say hi back. But do not mess with someone's finances. No,
it is not cool. And I believe in karma. I really do.
I am a firm believer in karma. So, yeah. So anyway, those are a couple things we wanted to discuss, and there was one other thing that we really wanted to touch on a little bit.
And we think that it's super relatable. So
yes,
quite a few
especially
folks,
in the time of year that we're getting coming into.
Yeah, and the holidays, even as we go towards fall, I think it'll get worse. Is just getting the blues. There's been a lot of people saying they're down
and they're having bad days or
not feeling confident or good about themselves.
Yeah,
and it makes us really sad because we wish we could help, and we know that we can't fix it, but we just want everyone to know that no matter where you are and that you have the blues or you're going through some stuff, you're not alone. And reach out.
And that's one of the wonderful things about this fandom, and you'll see that on almost every post. You see the support that you are not alone.
Yeah,
you are part of a giant family. Help. Go get help. Do not let, I don't care who is around you, if they think mental health challenges are something that reveal weaknesses or it's embarrassing.
That's on them.
That's on them. That is their issue. That is not your issue. You seek help.
You wouldn't be embarrassed or afraid to reach out for help if you broke your arm. And it's the same thing. If you're having a mental health crisis, or even if you're not, if you're just sad, it's okay to say there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Reach out, because sometimes I'm going to share, well, I'm not going to say who, but someone in my life said that even when you think someone is just doing a little bit attention seeking, sometimes that is their line to reality, or to keep them around, to keep them feeling a little bit worthy, or that they are a little bit cared for or loved. So if someone reaches out, also respond positively. Give them some love. Just even if you just send a sending hugs text or post.
Or just say hi. Listen, if you think somebody's needy, there could be a reason why they are.
Yeah, I mean, So that's why they say when you're walking down the street, smiling at a person, making eye contact can make a difference in that person's life. You never know when you are the one moment that helps a decision to be made, right? Not to get down or whatever, but just reach out, and then when somebody does reach out, support them.
Yeah, I don't want to get emotional, but
we'll cry.
Yeah, sometimes just a hello is enough to really turn around somebody's day. So if you're feeling like you need help and nobody has reached out to you, ask.
You know what?
Okay, reach out to us.
That's what I was going to say. DM us. If you don't want to do it publicly, we will call you. We will do what we need to help you.
Yeah. Whatever we get, even
whatever
if it's
we can do,
just an ear.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I learned, it's not about mental health, but from Joelle, we spend a fair amount of time together.
Can you tell?
And we live in the desert and it's quite hot. And she carries around cases of bottled water. So when we see undomiciled individuals in our travels or somebody who may be panhandling, she will always offer them water because at the very basis of humanity, everybody needs water. And it's really the same. Everybody also needs a kind word occasionally.
Yeah.
Or a hug.
Just yeah. You know, just some kind of contact. It doesn't have to be physical, right? It can be. It just something to give some positivity because, I mean, our days can go crazy and sometimes our minds can go a little bit wonky. I mean, just hormones, like anything. It could be anything, and we just need a little bit support that day.
Yeah.
And we have that for each other. We've talked about when one of us is feeling down or feeling like maybe, you know, whatever direction we're going in, even professionally, we're questioning whether we're doing the right thing. The other one is there to support and give us, you know, just that little oomph we need.
Right. And a kind word is free. And bottled water is cheap. So if you think that, you know, you can't help, you can.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
Even if it's just a smile and a how are you today kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
it's never wasted.
Okay, so for all of you feeling blue, just know that today we love you. I mean, we love you all the time, but we want to say today, you know, you are loved. You're part of a giant family. Reach out.
So enough about that. Just know that you matter. You're important. And reach out if you need help.
So let's go back to AnthroNW. Let's talk about that.
Let's do some MoF updates. We're
going to do some MoF updates. Do you want to do SAC Anime first?
Yeah.
So okay, because
that's coming
first.
up the soonest.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to go to SAC Anime, which isn't exactly furry, but it's not exactly not.
Right, and they do have like a panel or a room or something for furry specific. So we're gonna do some comparisons. We've gone to some furry cons. Never been to an anime con.
I wonder if this is going to be like FurCon where we walk in and we're like, we're in.
All of a sudden, we're moms.
We do not have more time, so that better not happen.
We'll just have to do a combo channel. Sorry, guys. We're into anime now, too.
So we are excited to go to SAC Anime because our kids want to go, but
we're going to see some friends.
I was just going to say that. I'm super excited because we're going to see Halcyon and Pudding.
We can't wait.
Yeah, we're stoked for that, so it's going to be awesome.
On our Discord the other day, Halcyon said, this many months in between cons is just too many.
It's just too many. I agree. He's a smart kid.
Love that kid.
Can't wait to see him again.
Okay.
And then the big thing, AnthroNW.
We're really excited. It's just...
it's only a few months away now.
I know.
So our planning is in full swing. We are hardcore.
Planning. we have a hotel. And I'm driving us up. So we have transportation.
We are set for that. And our hotel is like 15 minutes away, so it's not right there, but it does have free breakfast, so...
Yeah, compromise.
We could not afford to stay at the place. Well, afford. We could... I always say that to my children. Don't say we can't afford it. Our budget did not allow.
That's better. Our budget right now did not allow us to, but we can drive and we can have free breakfast and we can be there.
It's going to be cool.
For our space...
Yeah.
Our chill space for young
kids.
Furs.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids at cons.
Yeah. We're asking for kids at cons.
Kids, come to our chill space. Anyway, so
what's going on with that?
Oh my gosh. So guys,
a lot has been going on.
A lot has been going on. So I think he's the founder, right? Gabriel's the founder of AnthroNW.
I want to say that. Yes,
I want to say that. If not, but we're pretty sure.
He is such a cutie too. We love him.
Such a sweetheart, and he obviously, I think he's the founder. Actually,
we're gonna say it.
I'm 99.9%.
It's okay if we're wrong, but we're pretty sure.
Anyway, he hooked us up with an artist that worked with AnthroNW last year, but unfortunately, they were not able to. They didn't have time to do it this year, or wait, they lost. That's what they didn't have time to.
There was an equipment issue,
right? And they lost their last year's stuff, so.
It happens. We get it.
But they were super great and gave us another artist that is going to be working with us. They are putting together the bases, right?
Yeah.
So, Brooke, thank you very much for that. And then we reached out.
Yeah, we'll have more information about that as it fleshes out.
Yes.
We asked our pal. It's okay that we can call him our pal, right? He's our pal. We're calling you our pal. We're friends.
Are you talking about Zillion?
I am.
Zillion.
We're friends.
Well, we hung out. You know. We think we're friends.
He did a sketch for me, so that's it.
He's so sweet.
He's
so very sweet. Anyway, he's agreed to give us some art too. We're really excited about that, to see that. That's going to be awesome.
So cool.
And
we appreciate that.
We really appreciate that. We love it. We're really,
and he's busy with school and all, and moving and all of that. So
it's so nice. And then also Impistry
has done like a ton of stuff.
So Impistry, we asked
the cutest stuff
for some stuff too.
I keep interrupting.
Okay.
I just can't stop.
Good.
No, I'm done.
No, it's okay. And anyway, they gave us so much more than we were expecting.
Yeah.
You guys, when we get it all together, we will have to show you everything that's been given, and we definitely will credit each artist as we get it, but we just cannot tell you how amazed and blown away. They gave us so much, and there's nothing that's not beautiful.
It's going to be so inspiring for young furries. I just know it.
And we're going to put these things up somehow, all of these examples, so young furs, especially ones that aren't artistic maybe by nature, but they can look and they can maybe get inspiration to draw their own badges.
To make their own badges.
Really excited. They're going to get to make their own badges.
It's going to be the coolest thing ever.
We're going to laminate them. We're going to have, and there's a masquerade ball. What are you laughing about?
Sorry, I'm words with frenzy with like, I am
talking about what people are up to.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys, if you try to friend her on Words with Friends, just don't, because she is too busy playing games.
Or go ahead, it's fine. I was just saying, I Words with Friends like crazy. And so, I have been playing Words with Friends continuously with my friend, Miss Denise, out in Florida. She's my fellow cast member. We work on the same team. I just told her, for over 4 years now, we have been continuously playing Words with Friends.
Oh my gosh!
So a lot of people have recently, and I've started playing with some folks in the fandom, which I love. Just so you know, don't be afraid to tell me no, because I am like, when I go Words with Friends, I'm all in, because she's
very competitive. If you can't tell, very competitive.
So I am fairly good at Words with Friends. My friend Miss Denise always kills me. It's like 1 out of every 20 games I win, because she's so strong.
That's how my husband is with Crokinole, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. But I still keep trying. So, but I'm good at Words with Friends. So she's like a genius. And somebody just started a game with me, and he is like demolishing me. Like every word he plays is like 80 points. I kind of think he might be cheating. And he's
that's not nice. He's just genius. Let's stick with that.
Maybe,
he's genius.
Maybe. And he tells me, like, keep trying. But so what not to take away from AnthroNW, but I saw a notification on my phone, and it was somebody had responded on the Words with Friends, but they had changed their name, which I'll show you after.
Oh, okay.
It was hilarious.
All right. So let's get back to just wrap up AnthroNW.
So the inspiration art, so people can make their own badges, which is going to be the coolest thing ever.
It is, and we
love that.
So, and then the masquerade ball.
Yes.
Not everybody's going to be able to dress up or go all out. So for the kids, we're going to get
simple paper masks.
Masks, and we're going to have like the sticky rhinestones and feathers, lots of stuff for them to make masquerade masks. So we're really excited about that too.
Yes, which leads me into now is the time to beg, which I'm totally comfortable doing.
All right, so yeah, we know that we're begging, and we really hope that you respond kindly.
So we are going to go through our considerable expense on our own, which we are happy to do, and our effort to do this, but any help with the supplies to make this happen is so appreciated.
So go ahead.
So
I'll say something.
We have a wish list on Amazon.
That's what I was going to say. Oh my gosh, go ahead, and then I want to make a comment.
So already some people have bought some stuff.
That's what I was going to comment. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. As soon as we put it up, we put a link on last week's video.
Yeah.
And like,
some stuff disappeared. We haven't gotten it yet, but we check the mail like frequently because we're really excited. And whenever it comes in,
we're gonna do a video watch.
Yeah, we'll show you everything. So if you
so much has been purchased off of that wish list.
And individually, a lot of the stuff is pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
So if you want to donate, great. And the other thing that but are you done with Amazon?
That's all. I was just wanting to say that it was amazing to see like the instant response. You guys are really into this,
we so
supporting the space. I think
it's going to be the best space ever.
I think our space is going to be really good because everybody seems to be like into it. So we're excited.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. So we love that, and we have put some games and puzzles for the kids to play because that's a great thing, so they can chit chat.
And they don't have to sit for puzzles. They don't have to sit in there for like all the 3 or 4 hours. They can just come sit for 10 minutes, put a couple pieces,
and if they need a little downtime or they have a little social anxiety, like that's a very low stress thing to do. Just put in some puzzle pieces.
You don't have to even talk to anyone if you don't want to.
But you can. It could be a conversation. So anyway, we have some stuff that has already been purchased that we have seen, and also there's some stuff out there. It's not a ton of stuff, but if you can, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I want to say is, we would love to have some scrap fur. Now these masks are really small, so it would be cool if somebody could fur out a mask if they, if that is
even if they had to piecemeal it to make it like a calico mask or something.
Yeah, it's totally cool. So if you are a maker or if you have some spare scrap, like not big pieces.
No, we're just talking about tiny pieces that may not be able to be used much or whatever.
Yeah. Anything that you may have left over, send it to our P.O. Box. We would love that. Or fleece, animal print fleece, or minkies.
Just anything.
Anything that you think might be useful for them to apply to the mask. And what we're going to do is use the glue dots so that they're not going to work with hot glue and have a risk of injury.
Yeah, our luck, we'd be burning kids left and right. So no.
Yeah, we toyed with that idea and then reality came in. Or glue, because that will take a while to dry. So we're going to get permanent adhesive glue dots, and they can just use several, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Right, I think so. And if they want to go home and pull that off in hot glue or whatever, they can do that at home.
Yeah. But no liability on our part.
Nope. So anyway,
we would love to have any of those fabric donations, and it will be used solely for this purpose. And the same thing with the Amazon list. It's solely to take to this con and possibly other cons or meetups.
We're getting totes that are just for con stuff.
There will be no monetary reward for us.
I think I just bumped the table and made the camera shake. Sorry.
You do what you want, girl.
Yes.
So that's
we'll
all
put
I
our
have
P.O.
on that.
box and the link to the Amazon list in the description.
Yeah, that was a lot of begging. Sorry.
Please. Okay, that's it.
Or don't. We'll still love you.
Or don't, because we love you, and we
whatever. So, did we cover everything?
I think so. Maybe, let's see. I mean, if we're begging, we may as well say, you know how I feel about. So our Patreon, we do have a coffee.
Yeah, we're on Patreon and coffee, and that's fine. And listen, anything you do just supports us in supporting the fandom.
And we do have patrons that we appreciate a great deal, and we changed our reward tiers. So now I think the middle, is it the Mafia? I don't remember, the Syndicate. I don't remember. We named them some cute names. Once you're there, you can connect straight to our Discord server. So to the Patreon's only
and there's a fair amount of chat on there.
Well, on the general channel, we have a general channel, but we have a Patreon's only, so we can talk directly to them. So anyway, just saying.
All right. So just to recap, we are super excited about SAC Anime coming up, Anthro Northwest. And if you know anybody who they're singing the blues or they're not having a great day, send them some love.
Yep. And if you want to reach out to us, you know where to find us. We're everywhere now.
That's right.
So, all right, I think that's it for this week.
That's it. You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.